This is my Mafia Definitive Edition PS4 review. I played this game on easy mode, and it was hard. I died a lot, and I had to rely on reloading checkpoints, and then them giving me refilling my ammo at that point based on the easy mode. This is a hard game by modern standards because when you lose your health, you're just knocked down to a very tiny portion of health, and then you're stuck there until you can find a health kit or something, which are few and far between, and so you have to sort of like hide in cover and be very, very careful. You run out of cover, you're dead, or you pop too long out of cover, you're dead. And so, you know, it requires some very careful play to survive, even on the easiest mode. I can only imagine that on the harder modes, it'd have been even more difficult. So it's like a Grand Theft Auto type game, or clone, as you say. It's not a real open world. I mean, there is, but for the most part, the game just sends you from mission to mission. Sometimes not even like giving you any gameplay, just straight into a mission. And there's nothing really in the open world, so there's nothing to do except go to the missions. So you could drive around for a little bit between missions, but you sort of instantly put on the mission, and then you could drive in a different direction and explore the world a little bit. But then you quickly find there's nothing to do, and you think, well, I might as well just go straight to the mission. And so it feels like more mission oriented than your average modern open world games. So yeah, it's got a nice flair to it, like a nice sort of Mafia style, and the American Italian Mafia. And you join up with a family in the beginning, and you do missions for them. And yeah, like I think the highlight is the voice acting, and the character sprites look great. I like the way they look, I like the way they sound, and the story is for a video game, it's pretty good. There's a lot of ludonarrative dissonance where you probably kill way more people in the video game portion of the game, the gameplay portion, than is meant to be implied in the actual cinema stories that you watch. So there'll be parts where you like slaughter like a whole wave of like 40 people to kill one guy, and then you like mow him down with a machine gun, and then in the next scene he's got like a little cut on his stomach, and he's like don't kill me, and then you're like hesitating, and you're like, I'm afraid to kill this guy. It's like, what? Like I just you know, slaughtered a small army. Why is he hesitating? And you know, so it's like a bit of that ludonarrative dissonance, as they call it. Yeah. I'd say all in all, it's a pretty mediocre experience. PlayStation Now kind of tricked me into playing this game by telling me that it's about to expire, and so I rushed to play it and finish it before the game expired, and I'm kind of regretting on it. But you know, it wasn't so bad. I really liked the characters. I like the two main friend characters that your character befriends, and I like the protagonist. The ending was a little unexpected. I don't know if most people will like the ending, but you know, it's sort of like some of the darkness that you expect with a Mafia game. I don't want to say too much about if it's a happy or a sad ending or whatever, but I don't want to spoil anything. But it's the kind of ending that some people might have a problem with. Yeah. It definitely was a unique ending for a video game, I'd say. I can't think of too many endings quite like it in games. Yeah, and really cool cars. Only 2 radio stations, which makes sense considering it's the 1930s. It's like some historical stuff, and yeah, it's not too much to say about it. This is Mafia Definitive Edition. Um, it's it's all right. I'm gonna give it like a 7.5 out of 10. I was tempted to go with a 7, but I feel like considering just like how much is here, like how impressive a like beautiful sort of open world it is, I have to go at least to a 7.5. I definitely wouldn't give it an 8, personally. I mean, maybe considering the time in which it was made, you'd call it an 8. There's some forced stealth sections and stuff like that that are really annoying, and yeah, it's some occasional parts that are. There's like one race in the game, which feels a little weird. Like, you know, it feels like an open world game. There should be like a bunch of races, but there's just one. It sort of comes at a random time, and yeah, it just feels a little, I don't know, sparse compared to what you might be used to from a open world type game. But you know, that allows you to complete the game more quickly and sort of stay on task and just go straight through the story. It's sort of semi-open in that way. And yeah, so Mafia 3, I give it a 7.5. It's all right. It's I was tempted to go with a 7. Keep that in mind. I didn't like it that much, I'd say. It's not, I think there's like a lot of better games to play, but like, you know, if you're into the Mafia aesthetic, you wanna be an Italian tough guy, which appeals to me somewhat. I enjoyed like just sort of living in his character's shoes and like, you know, feeling like one of the guys with him and when the other paisanos, the other Italian, the other gangsters that he works with. It's pretty fun. I'm in trouble now. I gotta go, but I will see y'all next time. Please like and subscribe. This has been a Mafia Definitive Edition review, and yeah, 7.5 out of 10. It's all right. This looks fun. It's a lot of this, and yeah, we'll see y'all next time. I did it.